Breaking news out of South Haven tonight. One person is in the hospital following a shooting on Burton Lane. Police said a victim was taken to Regional 1 Hospital in Memphis, but did not give their condition. Investigators say a person of interest has been detained and is now being questioned.
Wow, y'all see it, TMZ? It's real. Bro gone for real. He gone. And I need some of y'all out here, I know y'all upset and y'all hurt, to stop thinking that these people that was around him is like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. No. These people ain't going to tell y'all shit. Just like some of y'all be on y'all jobs and y'all go along with the manager and supervisors because y'all want a paycheck and y'all want to live comfortable and y'all want no problem. Stand-up comedy is the same way, okay? Our bro is gone. But now what we do know is that on Wednesday, our bro was killed, shot 5 to 6 times in South Haven. What we do know, the house that he was allegedly found in front of allegedly belongs to Katt Williams. Now, when they did the research, they claiming that some LLC out of China owned the house, but we all know what that be. That's protecting your assets. But at the end of the day, what we do know is that the man being accused, Travell Williams, whatever his name is allegedly Katt Williams' security guard. That's what we do. These are the facts. This is what we do know. Why you gotta shoot a man 5 to 6 times, do that overkill like that, I don't know. But the shit is strange. We can't bring my bro back. I want to know the why. For me, and it may not be my business, but that's my bro. I done known this man for almost 30 years. I want to know the why. Because what I do know about Reggie Carroll, he could be the nicest, sweetest, kindest, most protective man you ever want to know. When I was on the road with him, I never had a second thought about somebody fucking me up. But at the same time, I know he can be one of the wildest niggas. You know, it's Baltimore, baby. But I want to know why. I do. It's going to get me closure. Because I'm going to tell you something. Through all the travels that I've done with Reggie Carroll, Cleon, all these people, like, it's only 2 comedians I ever heard that man say he was going to die for. One, Katt Williams. That's, yo, Katt, my dog. He was so fucking happy to be on that tour. And 2, Monique. I never forget one time we was going to Atlanta. He was, I'm asking my big sister to come out. Yo, I miss her. Yo, she will come out. He's like, don't ask that lady to come nowhere. No, yo, no, Ray. Mo, that's big sis. I love Mo. I die for Mo. Y'all see that corny ass statement she put out? I don't know if she knew all the facts, but her statement matched the nigga dying of heart disease. Her statement didn't match a man that had been shot 5 to 6 times. We don't even know where he got. We don't know if he got shot in the chest, in the back. We don't know shit. What we do know is that it don't sound right. So we're going to let the law enforcement do their due diligence. And you know the family, we're going to send our love and prayers to them. Yeah, but we're going to find out something.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the 5th floor. And you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
What's going on, world? It's Xiaomi Sensei Rippin'. I'm back again with another video. Listen, y'all, we have an update in the unfortunate murder of comedian Reggie Carroll. Okay, for those who may not know, Baltimore's own Reggie Carroll was unfortunately murdered last week in Mississippi. All right, now, as far as the details as to what happened, people are still waiting to get some answers because right now, things are very strange. All right, but from what we know, a man has been officially charged with the murder of Reggie Carroll. Now, this is where things get interesting because according to this article, the man who goes by the name of Travell Williams, all right, apparently is the one being charged for the murder of Reggie Carroll. Now, this is interesting because they're saying that Travell worked as security on tour with Katt Williams. Okay, why is this important? Well, Reggie Carroll was an opener on the same tour. All right, now, again, people are waiting for answers as to what happened. All we have, according to reports, is that police showed up to the scene. Reggie Carroll had already been shot, and Travell was arrested on the spot. All right. Now, according to this article, the family of Reggie Carroll has, reached out to Fox 13 and provided a statement. According to the article from Fox 13 Memphis, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description. They say that Reggie Carroll's family in Baltimore told Fox 13 that they have so many questions with very few answers about his death. Okay, Monday morning, 6 days after what police called an isolated shooting, South Haven police confirmed they arrested Trinell Williams for Carroll's murder. Okay, the quote that was given by Reggie Carroll's brother, Kim Earl, says, "Man, it's like your family, your brother, your closest relative goes out of town and something happens to him. And you don't know what exactly." All right. Earl explained to Fox 13 while Carroll was in South Haven. All right. He says he was out there with Katt Williams. All right. According to Carroll's Instagram page, he was traveling on Katt Williams' current Heaven on Earth comedy tour. All right. 3 independent sources confirmed to Fox 13 that Trinell Williams was also on the tour as security. All right. Now, again, what happened? People just want answers, right? As of right now, Katt Williams hasn't released a statement. Monique, she spoke briefly on it, giving her condolences. Red Grant, he did a tribute to Reggie this morning. But those who worked, with Reggie on this tour, no one has really given any answers, facts about what happened. All right. Like I said, now that it's being reported that the man who is being charged with the murder of Reggie Carroll works as security, like I said, very strange, very bizarre. And again, this platform, based out of Baltimore, Maryland, for those who may not know, it's very personal for me because for those who know, of course, me and Reggie, we did business together along with NREC TV. About a year or so ago, we put out Knockout Kings of Comedy. You know what I mean? So to work with Reggie, like literally every day we working out, getting them right. We was working out together because we understood the assignment. There was an opportunity to be presented and Reggie had to be ready for the call. And Reggie, he did that. He was in the gym with me. We was eating healthy. We going to the court. And then he got the call. Katt wants you to open up on tour. So to me, this is what Reggie worked so hard for, to get back out there on the big stage, to work beside his closest friends, right? People he, said for the record on multiple occasions he would die for. Katt Williams and Monique. You get what I mean? So to finally get that call, to be, brought out, flown out, actually, to tour with Katt, very unfortunate, man. Like I said, people are still waiting on answers as to what happened. But the reason why we take this story over here, personal, me and Rec, is because we really had love for Reggie Carroll, man. And as you can see, the whole damn city, Baltimore, and so many across, America had love for Reggie because he just had this personality that clearly, he touched so many people are reacting. Like I said, so, understandable why maybe we haven't got a statement from Katt Williams or certain people, but as you can see, it's been 6 days. People are still waiting for answers. Now, I did do some research. Let me go ahead and find y'all this, official booking information, because again, we're still waiting for answers. But this is the official mugshot that was released. Okay, booked. What's it say right here? Trinell Marquise Williams was booked in DeSoto County, Mississippi. All right. But again, as you can see here, they giving it up. 38 years old, 6'8", 230 pounds, booked on 8/21/2025. All right. Information about the charges is still not available. Okay. But again, people are still waiting for answers. To go back, though, they did state that, hold on. 1 second. Let's go back to this previous article. They did state that because of this murder, it's not looking good for Katt Williams. All right. Now, because of this murder, they're saying that Fox 13 found a request to vacate the property on the door addressed to Onyx Isle, LLC, a clothing line owned by Katt Williams. The reason behind the request, according to the note, is the shooting that resulted in an arrest last Wednesday. Okay. Like I said, right now, people are waiting for answers. Katt Williams, he hasn't released a statement, but at some point, he's going to have to address the uncertainty as to what happened because, like I said, man, many people love Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Love his energy, Loved his spirit, especially in the comedy world. He did so much great things, giving game, giving wisdom. And it's unfortunate that, this happened. Now, again, the fact that this man is being charged with the murder of Reggie Carroll and he's security working with Reggie, like I said, very unfortunate. But people want to know. According to reports, I believe what's his name? Excuse me, Trinell. Like I said, man, it's still shocking. I'm gonna be real with you because, we build with Reggie all the time. It's damn near, it feels unreal to see all on my timeline, so many blogs and mainstream media outlets cover this, and seeing Reggie's face, it's wild, man. But as you can see here, like I said, we still have to wait and see because we doing our homework. We've been patient. But according to the official reports, the deadly shooting happened August 20th on Burton Lane. All right. Again, officers found Carroll suffering from gunshot wounds at the scene, and he died at Regional One Health. All right. So this is why so many people right now are kind of scratching their heads because, again, what is the reason for why it's taking this long to get an official statement as to what happened? You get what I mean? Because we get it. Sometimes, emotions flare up, right? Men, testosterone. We get it. Things boil over. But the point is, somebody know what happened that night. Okay? And right now, people are very quiet. And that's the part that's unfortunate for me. Because I don't know if, the role had been reversed, that Reggie would be quiet, knowing that somebody close to him, life was taken. Like I said, I understand the streets element to it, but like I said, when a man is, willing to give his life, come on, you got to have that obligation and that loyalty to hold him down. Again, I understand lawyers, they may get involved and advise you not to address the public, which is understandable. But again, a man was gunned down 5 times from what I'm hearing. Shots 5 to 6 times. Now, again, all of this really started last week, or should I say 2 days ago, when comedian Billy Sorrells put this video out. We posted it and basically saying that this incident took place at Katt Williams' house. Now, again, I found an article stating that Katt Williams was not present at the scene of the shooting, of course, because, again, we understand no one wants to be involved or have this headline involved with, the Katt Williams brand. However, this is supposed to be a close friend, damn near family. So this is why it's very strange and bizarre for those, waiting on answers. Like, what the hell happened? And now we got this individual who they're saying was working as security, being the one charged. I mean, like I said, unfortunate. And the fact that we work with Reggie, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm damn near speechless. Ever since I got the news, I got the call last week. I was getting a couple calls as of Thursday. And honestly, I'm still processing everything because it just doesn't seem real. Look at this. My man Reggie is on every platform, okay? Every platform. So this is why I said, now that mainstream platforms have now stepped in to shed light on the story, I expect some answers very soon. Because from what I'm hearing, the security has his court hearing this Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So, like I said, close family and relatives will be showing up in court to get some answers because, again, something's not right, y'all. Something's not right. We didn't jump out there and report on it right away because we wanted, facts. There's a lot of conflicting stories in the beginning. Was he in Mississippi? Was he in Memphis? People wanted clarity. And as of right now, day by day, we're getting bit by bit. But to note that someone has been charged for the murder of Reggie Carroll, and now it's being stated that the individual charged was working as security for Katt, yeah. I think it's about time that somebody over there in Katt Williams camp, or somebody, put out an official statement because this ain't it, man. This ain't it. Like I said, unfortunate because, again, we work with Reggie. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, to see this end like this, come on. That's somebody's son, father, brother, somebody that was loved, man. This could have been any one of us. And that's why this is a serious situation, because in the end, this man deserves justice. He deserves answers for his life. That's all people want. The truth. That's it. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody trying to, go too crazy, right? Because you're seeing Katt Williams' name. Some articles are mentioning it, some haven't. But the point is, people want answers, man. And here we are 6 days in. We still don't know what happened. But an arrest was made. And I guess we have to wait until Wednesday. Like I said, me and MREC, Scruncho, we're going to work on some stuff behind the scenes, because Reggie had a lot of work that he wanted to release to the people. Like I said, had a lot of ambition for these dates coming up on Katt's tour, because he was just on cloud nine, coming back to Baltimore, at the CFG Bank Arena, opening up in his hometown in front of his family and loved ones. Listen, man, Reggie, this is what he wanted so much, was to get back on that stage, and he got the call, and he was ready. He was ready. Like I said, man, I was with him for about 4 months, damn near like every day. So this is why it's surreal. Be real. For me, it's very strange, because it's like, what? Are you kidding me? And the fact that we still don't have answers, yeah. Like I said, it's unfortunate, but as you can see, answers will be revealed. I'm telling y'all that right now. And the only reason why I'm really going in about this, because like I said, a lot of people, not just me, not MREC, his family, and many others who, love Reggie. They want answers, man. Come on. It's crazy seeing so much coverage. I mean, I'm seeing them even mentioning the damn movie we did, Knockout Kings of Comedy. I mean, come on, y'all. This is crazy. But like I said, now that more mainstream platforms have now picked up the story, like I said, the only details we getting is, this is being treated as an isolated incident. But like I said, man, very unfortunate. But listen, anybody who knew Reggie, trust me, that man had a hell of a personality. Gift of gab, very infectious. His personality with the people, definitely knew how to light up a room. Very raw, wild. But he had so much love for comedy, man. And he took his craft serious. We used to sit back and watch a lot of stand-up from a lot of comedians just to see the different styles, My man was very, he was very knowledgeable when it comes to comedy. You know what I mean? And for those who may not know, like I said, Reggie, he started, working with Monique, before she did her run with the Parkers. In fact, like I said, they was close, Reggie and Monique. You know what I mean? They ran together early on. So here, 2025, all these years later, or shall I say 2024, to have them reunited together, Reggie, Katt, Monique, that was a big moment for Reggie, man. And all of us, we were sitting here championing Reggie on his journey, because this is what he wanted. The project we did, Knockout Kings of Comedy, which is available along with Scruncho and the many other talented comedians that was a part of that project. I mean, listen, this was our first time even doing something like this. And we made history in a short time working with Reggie. I'm just thankful. But this is why I feel like I'm obligated to really, put some light on this story. I get it. Some other platforms, they just covering news, because we get it. Katt Williams' name is attached to this, but this goes beyond that for us. Like I said, we worked extremely hard with Reggie to help get him where he was. And that's back on tour with Katt and Monique. So to see it end like this, it hurts. It hurts. It really does. Be real with y'all. But y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on the update and the unfortunate murder of comedian Reggie Carroll? Again, they're saying that this man was essentially working as security for Katt Williams, okay? That's very interesting, because, again, no one knows what happened. How does a man like Reggie Carroll get murdered like that? That's all people want, is the truth. Until we get the truth, we're going to continue to give updates and let y'all know. Because if you tapped into MREX Live last night, y'all better go check it out. But like I said, we're going to do this the right way. Okay, me and MREC, we will be back to give more updates on this, Reggie Carroll situation. Because again, like I said, man, we had a lot of love for Reggie. You know what I mean? He was G'd up from day one when it came to the business and, being a student and learning. That's what I always appreciate with Reggie, man. But in the end, like I said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all supporting the platform. If you were a supporter of Knockout Kings of Comedy, like I said, we appreciate y'all. But this was tough. And we're going to continue to shed light until we get the facts as to what happened, because it shouldn't be this hard. Come on. I get it. You want to save face, damage control. I understand that. But what about the obligation to your brother, to your mans, who would have gave his life? He would have gave his life for one of y'all. So, like I said, I understand, but here we are. And as the week progressed, like I said, make sure to tune in. We will continue to give y'all updates. But y'all let me know your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is Sensei Rip. Till next time. Peace.
From the ghetto streets of Charm City brings you Tank Top Tony. Tank Top Tony is no average motherfucker. He's looking to put in work whenever he reads up. Tank Top Tony, 15 years of probation, alcohol and child support, AA meetings, reneging on spades and shit like that. Due to Tank Top Tony's criminal background, he can't get a decent paying job, so he's waiting to re-up. Tank Top Tony said when he ever re-up again, he gonna shit on these niggas. Tank Top Tony said he gonna let his pants sag and his balls drag. Tank Top Tony, the one and only. He talk shit and hard spit. What up, Rump? And introducing Titty Meringue. Tank Top Tony. I hope our tank top's dry. Tank Top Tony.
MREC TV.
We mentioned Vlad TV.
Right.
Now, put me on. What's going on? Why he put your name in a bad light? Like, what's going on?
He was a part of that whole Katt, Reggie Wright, now Whack 100. He was a part of that whole team out there in Cali that was spreading false information by the death of Biggie Smalls.
So they get the nigga and shit, so man, they put him on a car on the ground and shit, they rob him and shit. Like, feel me, the shotty, I sawed it off myself, so I know that shit do real damage. TM had that shit to the nigga head, and I'm thinking to myself, it ain't even over no real money. I'm already about to go to jail. And I said, nah. And the nigga eased up off him. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of terrified because I ain't even want to see that. Like, I wanted them niggas like, I'll pat at you, but I ain't running up on you and shooting you in the face and then standing over you, hitting you 12 times. I'm not psychotic like that. Like, you feel me? If I did it, it was over some money or over some disrespect. So I was out to prove a point, not to, maim or disfigure nobody. Like, I'm not a psycho type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? That was a terrifying moment for me because I ain't want to see that, and I'm about to get sentenced, you feel me?
Have you lived the life the streets tried to write for you, but ultimately found your own ending? Do you have a story of survival, betrayal, or redemption? We're looking for real people with real experiences to share their truth. If the streets tried to break you, but you made it out, we want to hear from you. Hit us up now to be a part of The Streets Is a Myth.
I don't be wanting no distractions when I'm starting my day. I'm facing 20 years in jail. I don't got no time to...
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.